What does happiness mean to you?
I don't know, man. That's always a good one. I feel like the common answers of what's happiness of having being able to sustain and having
Mm.
physical things to help you stay. I think to me it's just that true happiness is really when you're really just doing something you're enjoying, man. You know what I mean? Whether it's you have to really have that genuine joy of what you're doing, whether it's somebody you're with or something you're pursuing to do. You know what I mean? Working in a grocery store for 30 years, hating every day of it is not happiness. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's just settlement, And I think when you settle for ignoring what could be your happiness, man, it fogs in your mind what the hell happiness really is. You know what I mean? Like I could go into the whole like what truly makes me happy is that, because I'm a family oriented person, so I can time that in and be like, yes, being around my closest circle of people is one of my truest happiness because these are the people I build with, these are the people I vibe with, these are the people that get me more than anything, and it's like an energy you get from that. And everything else that comes outside of that energy is additional to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think like keeping that center core of being true to yourself, man, is a good gateway to get to your happiness. But I don't even know if I'm there yet. You know what I mean? But I feel like I have that, like, I don't think I'm doing something more remarkable than anybody else should be doing. Kind of syndrome. You know what I'm saying? When somebody's like, yo, man, because when I work with people, they're just like, yo, your energy, man, you brought, man, you just like, yo, you always on, you laughing and shit. I was like, yo, that's just a natural flow for me, man. And it's like my doctor said it one time, and, shout out to him for that. Happiness is a choice, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree also with that.
You gotta choose. You gotta choose what you want to be happy. I'm not saying just go to the grocery. It's not on Amazon, nigga. You can't get it Prime. You know what I mean? It's somewhere.
You know what I'm saying?
It might be something you didn't even know. You know what I mean? It's like I almost envy those stories of people that stumbled across shit that was like, wow. You know what I mean? And I almost feel like I have a dabble into that. Like in music. I always felt that like I didn't aspire forever, but something leaked into that part of like, oh. And then it goes back to me thinking when I was a kid, like you think about like my teachers used to tell my mother, he's very descriptive when he writes when I did like essays and shit. It was very, when the essay was come up with your own story.
Creative writing. Creative writing.
Right, creative writing. Thank you. The
Yes.
creative writing part. And then that's like, damn, and almost like, huh. So that's when you go into like being in certain, and not to jump off topic, but being in certain classes of level of education where now if you were in a certain school that, they have a whole creative writing workshop. Like the public schools I've been in, but I don't think maybe into high school, maybe. But at that point, I feel like when it was known earlier, you dive into it earlier into that kid's, interest. And that's why I respect New Haven schools, because they have a lot of these magnet schools that are geared towards science, arts. You know what I mean? If your kid's really into science, there's a whole avenue they can go up. You know what I mean? Nice. I just feel like when I said that, you feel like, damn, when people really stumble into something and they're like, man, I never thought it. And then I found it and like, holy shit.
Yeah,
wow.
It's like I fell into the perfect thing.
I fell into this bucket of happiness, and I'm glad I can't get out. Right. You know what I'm saying? Another t-shirt, nigga.
That's a visual.
I fell into a bucket of happiness, man, and you just see a nigga.
I can't get out.
You see a nigga making snow angels in a pile of happy faces, nigga. You know what I mean? And to give that visual, like, I don't want to get out
at the bottom of a honey bucket.
You know what I mean? Sticky and happy, nigga. Just, you know what I mean? Shit. But true happiness, I think, is just something that, to me, it's sometimes you find it and sometimes it finds you. Let's just sum it all up.
Great answer.
I probably could have just said that.
No, that was a journey worth taking. That was
Had to stamp good. All right. All right. So do I rate now or we'll wait for this?